Good day, everyone. Ali's here from Software Financial Network. Today is September 28, 2023. Here is another daily analysis. Let's start with S&P 500 daily chart. So we just find a bottom here, as we mentioned last videos. So this is demand area, and we nicely have a bottom here. Dragonfly Doji yesterday followed through. Today was not a bad price action, to be honest. If I just zoom in here, see that here's the Dragonfly Doji yesterday. Nice follow through to middle of this white range bar. So this red bar is very important. We have got kind of like a supply area here, a weak one. It's not a strong one, but it is going to be a good enough for a pause for a market. So we need to have another surge next 2-3 days, especially when we just close months of September above this to getting to the middle of this white range bar, which is coming along to our analysis. So we just mentioned about the first level of bounce here, 43.57. However, we can still go and search to the higher one here, somewhere around 4400, 4420, I should say. So that's going to be the level for S&P 500 for this bounce. So again, we'll see how market is going to react. But if we get there, we're going to just see if market has enough momentum to go to the upside, getting close above this pivotal point, which is 50 or 4500. So if we get above 4500, we should say bottom is there. So bottom was here. But if we don't get above this and we just kind of piercing through, coming back below this trend line, this should be kind of like a sell signal for another bearish momentum to the downside. A downside target potentially can go deeper to this level. So we will see how it goes with the market, but I'm just positive for the next 2-3 weeks to have a volatility to the upside. But at the same time, we are just getting into months of October, which is going to be another volatile ones. So just buckle up. Still, volatility is there. And if we get above this, that would be kind of like a very nice bullish signal for bulls. If we get below that, probably we are going to just test this low or a deeper lower low here for a decisive moment for the market. And market needs to react to this if it stays bullish. So right now, market just hold up for now this demand area, and we will give market benefit of doubt. Moving on to Nasdaq, which had a nice move to the upside. Right now, it's just in a 2 hours chart, it's just forming here is the bull flag here. So just let me just get rid of the indicators here. So this is kind of like a bearish channel here, or bearish wedge, or some people are calling bullish wedge, which is going to the downside and then breaking through to the upside, which is going to be very important for us. So we need to take out these levels. Next level is going to be 14,800 to 15,000. So this is very important, decisive moment for market, for Nasdaq. And this is kind of like a supply area that I have. Moving on to daily chart, this is kind of like a short-term time frame. But if you go to daily chart, so see, here is the bearish bull reversal here. Nice bull reversal is happening with the stochastic. Last time we got this reversal, we had a nice surge to the upside. Still, we can get to this one, or kind of like getting to the downside for a bearish continuation for a bearish momentum, or we can have more stretch to the upside. So let's zoom in here with the price action. So this is a broken trend line. Lots of people are saying this is going to be a trend line. I'm not a fan of these trend lines because it doesn't have any symmetry. By the way, so if we get above this, we can go to this level, which is kind of like this FL and this same supply area. We can get to this one as well. So it can just go higher to this 15,200. For me, decisive moment is going to be here. So if we get above 15,200, then we are getting back to the bullish momentum to the upside. If we just see any bounce to these levels, to any of these levels, I should say, and then coming back down, so probably scenario is going to be lower low, and probably SMA is coming here as well, and it's going to this demand area. Right now, Nasdaq reacting to this demand area, but At the same time, you should just keep an eye on this, because this could be a good bounce, a sizable bounce, ended up to this lower low for a final decisive moment for the market. Moving on to Dow, which was positive today. So Nike, I believe they come up with earning. And after hours, let me double check Nike. Yeah, spike up 3%, 4% to the upside. Yeah, 4%, almost 4% to the upside. Nike just a boost up very nice, and we just signal it with the option trade bull spread. And nicely, I should say, we are just getting into profit tomorrow, specifically tomorrow, and we should just take it advantage of this earning call, which is fantastic. We like it, we take it, and Dow Jones is heavily loaded with financials, with energy, and those stocks. And this one can still have rally all the way to here to 34,000. And for a bigger stretch, it can go again back test this area. If it goes down here, that would be a great reverse head and shoulder. So again, we are not forecasting, we are just seeing the scenarios as we just saw this scenario as like a bearish pattern here. And we were ready for this. We got into short position nicely. We took our third profit here yesterday, and we mentioned about the bounce. We closed our position. We didn't wait for fourth position for target. It could still, there is going to be a chance to get back to here, but we are happy with our third target. We got the bounce, and bounce can stretch up to the upside here. So 34,100 is going to be the next level. Another one is going to be 34,200 is going to be the second level. But I should say, if it goes to here and then coming back down, that would be great buying opportunity for us, because we knew that already this is going to be the pattern. We analyze it. We were waiting for this pattern to form. If this forms, it's going to be a good confirmation for us to jump on board to get into the buy signal again. So right now, we are just sitting on tight on our bull call and our bounce call. We'll see how this bounce is going to stretch up to the upside. We're going to just educate ourselves again for next move to the upside. Moving on to individual names, yield is coming down, and it's interesting. I just mentioned about the crude and yield collaboration. Right now, you're seeing yield is coming down, a nice forming here. If this pattern fails to the downside, it can go to here. Still, it's going to be in this bullish momentum, but it could give market breathe and kind of like a relief rally. So we're just waiting for more downside on yield, and we'll see how it goes. Yield just sitting at 5%, 0.6% to it's pretty bullish right now. But I mean, like, it's very high, but a yield can go here for the next buying opportunity, or it's going to break down to the downside, and that would be kind of like interesting, because if it breaks to the downside, could be sharp sell-off to here, and it can trigger a good sell-off for TLT, which is treasuries. Treasuries coming back up today. So again, I'm not calling a bottom or something like that. I did before. I was absolutely wrong, so I'm not going to call that again. I'm pretty positive for treasury, especially next year, 2024. But right now, I'm just looking for this as a bounce. Still, there's going to be a possibility to go to 84 to 86. But that is going to be a possible scenario. If we get above 97, or at least above this trend line, which is 97.48, then we should say Treasury is getting back to the bullish momentum. Right now, it's just going to be a bounce. Gold hitting our target, which is 1859, 8060. We just call it. Here is the breakout. And this is going to be a nice Fibonacci level if you just put your Fibonacci retracement here. So all in all, it goes to this pivot. It has like this demand area, previous demand area, which broke into the downside here. And this W pattern forms, triggers from this 1860. Again, look at gold at 1860. It is very important level, and reacted not nicely, but not bad. So it needs to go higher, needs to close above 1890. So if it goes above 1890, I should say any pullback could be another buying opportunity to 1940. And if it gets above this, I should say the final scenario is going to be 1937 and then going up to the upside. I thought that this is going to be the bottom, but seems like I was wrong, which obviously I was wrong. Hopefully this time I'm correct. So we got into buy signal for gold, and right now we are just a positive $4 now. Crude coming down, coming along with yield. So crude is just getting down pretty close. As I said here yesterday, we probably see a resistance here, and fair enough. We had this 96.96 was my ultimate resistance. Right now, there is nothing wrong with chart because it is overbought, overstretched to the upside. You can go all the way down to 84, which is gonna be a good relief for the market, I should say. So we'll see how it goes. VIX coming down, confirming yesterday's sell signal. VIX is coming down. A possible scenario is going to be, again, getting back to $16 or $12, $13. We'll see how it goes. DXY coming down again. 50 cents to the downside, engulfing on the top. Hopefully this weekly supply works as a really supply and we get more sell signal for DXY. So if it goes to the downside, I should say, when this one breaks, look at the previous chart. So it goes very, very bad. So we can see some kind of like a lower low getting below 100 level. So right now, DXY is just forming initial signal. So we don't need to anticipate a further move to the downside. If we get more confirmation, we can say signal is intact and we should just get back to the sell signal. Magma indicator, nice bullish momentum today. So it's just holding up this pivot. Still, there is going to be a lower high here. I don't know if it ends up to another lower high and then getting back test to here. As I said yesterday, if we get another lower high and then coming back down here, this is kind of like the typical setup for a breakthrough to the downside. Could get very, very ugly. But if it just hold up pretty well here, just consolidating and then break through, that could be kind of like a nice buying opportunity, nice setup for bulls. Apple just getting into 167 and bounce back up nicely. I was waiting for another just a small dip down there, 165, and then get into trade. But right now, Apple just getting back up 26 cents. We will take it. Amazon, nice candle. So as you see here, Amazon just touched this level just above this. I was expecting this one happening mid-October, but seems like just early October, I should say, last week of September, it just touched this level. Doesn't matter, it's just a sharp sell-off here and then nicely back up. Zero change for compared to yesterday price action. Amazon just 125.90 cents. Meta, nice bull momentum to the upside. As I said yesterday, it's kind of like forming a nice bullish momentum, and this hammer, just if it has followed through, then we should see Meta is tackling this top, which is going to be the case. And Microsoft nicely holding off this trade right now. This setup here is kind of like not as strong, but at least we are just holding up this pivotal point. Microsoft needs to go above this pivot. If it goes above this pivot, any pullback could be a buying opportunity for this top or even higher high. So we will see. At Google, a nice surge to the upside. Even after hours, it goes higher. 133.09 cents. Google is up now. It's the best one among the other techies. Netflix, not a bad price action though. So it's just reacting to this pivotal point demand area and with the doji bar. If this ending diagonal break out to the upside, that would be kind of like a strong short squeeze to the upside. Tesla, 2.44% up. So Tesla, another bad price action though. It's just forming, as I said, this ending diagonal needs to get above this. If it goes above this, I should say this head and shoulder or QM pattern doesn't react. But if it goes here and then coming back down, so this is a QM pattern, it can go all the way down to here and could be very, very ugly. So just be careful on this. Don't be excited too much. Semiconductors, a nice breaking out to the upside. SMH, $2.30. Stocks $8.58, TSM 97 cents up. Not a bad price action for semis, especially this time. AMD, just weekly chart tells me that probably this stock has been bottom. So this demand area worked out very well. We got into this with our subscribers just touched below here, and we are just nicely in the money now. So we are just waiting for a breakout, because if it goes the breakout mode, it can be very, very spiky, as I said. When this exhaustive move to the downside finished with AMD, it can just spike up nicely to the upside. So, well, we'll see how it goes with AMD, NVIDIA, $6.21 up. Still bear flag, nothing more, but just following the entire industry. Texas Instrument, 95 cents up. Lam Research, $13 up. A short squeeze for ending diagonal, sure. XLF, which is a financial, 24 cents up. KBE, 39 cents up. Not a bad price action, but not a good one. Still, it is not as strong. KRA, 41 cents up. JP Morgan, look at that. So when stock is strong, you can see through the candles. So $1.81 up. Goldman Sachs, $3, nice engulfing to the upside. The Bank of America, 29 cents up. Another bad price action though. Good pop here, and Wells Fargo just 5 cents, still is not that strong. Moving on to the GDX, despite gold price, GDX hold up pretty well. So it's just forming small bullish harami. I'm not calling this as like a hammer or something, but this is a good candle. Early sign for the bulls, maybe. GDX 14 cents up, GDXJ 31 cents up, AEM 41 cents up. Newmont still not a good. So Newmont Doji bar, I know that it's just struggling because it goes below this pivot. The other ones didn't, but this one goes below this pivot and it's kind of like exhausted. Newmont monthly, weekly chart is very, very oversold. So it needs to come back. Franco-Nevada, good one. So $1.96 up. Good price action though to this demand area. So look at that. Gold barrick 8 cents down, still is weak. So you see that Newmont, gold barrick are weak. The others actually not a bad price action. They're good. XLE, which is energy, Spider, this one up 10 cents despite oil price. This one is up still. XOP 81 cents up. OIH $2 down. Exxon 73 cents down. Chevron 45 cents down, and Oxy just uptick 28 cents. Not a bad price action though for Oxy, still holding up pretty well. These charts needs to break out to the upside if they want to show the momentum. I like the Oxy because the pattern is forming a basing momentum to the upside. So look at the entire chart. If you just look at it since beginning of this year, it's kind of like forming a basing for a nice move to the upside. So we will see how it goes with this thing. I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.